What's going on, everybody? Cryptip Helper back again with another video, and this time we're going to discuss Vechain. What's going on with Vechain? Why is it why is it acting so poorly at the moment? We'll go into the tokenomics. We'll have a look at what's going on with Vechain, the partnerships and its potential. So guys, before we get into this, you can see we are at 324 subscribers. So on the bottom right hand side of the screen, could you subscribe please if you're new to the channel? If you could like it and get the algorithms going, that would be brilliant. But first of all, let's jump into Vechain. Now, we know any altcoin follows Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's on the way down, altcoins normally follow it. Vice versa, if it's on the way up, then it drags the altcoins up. So at the moment, guys, we're in this range with Bitcoin, and there's no decisive decision just yet of what's going on. Obviously, we've broke these lines and we've come back into this range. So as you can see, since 12th of May, we've been in this range, bouncing between 30 and 28, and we're just basically waiting for a decision. So it broke down, and then obviously we've thought the worst, and it's managed to push back up into the range towards the 29k mark. And again, we've bounced off the 28.6 as support, round about the same support area. So yeah, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. It did break, but it didn't close. It quickly pushed back in, and we're back in this range again. So is this going to push towards the 30 mark again, and basically waiting for a decision in this range? So if you're quite a good trader, you could probably trade this range at the moment between the 28 and 30, just in and out, in and out, in and out. But obviously, I'm not a trader, I'm an investor, so I just wanted to show you the little macro events that are happening in the Bitcoin space. So if you look onto the Vechain, now this is on the daily. So guys, I don't want to just blow my own trumpet off here, but I bought around about this area here, around like in 2020, March, April, and nothing happened obviously during the COVID and stuff. And we did start breaking out, but when we did break out, guys, I'm not lying, this is one of the best rides I've ever had in my whole entire life. So once it broke out and we rode it all the way up to, I can't remember now, 228 cents. Oh my goodness. This was one of the best feelings ever in the world. And the thing that I didn't do is I didn't take profits. So I had over 1 million Vechain. I rode it all the way up to the 28 cents, which is $280,000. And I've just rode it back all the way down. So one of my strategies now in investing is take some money off the top. Now, I know we've got VUSD now, and that's something I could have utilised, but we'll go into that shortly. I just want to show you what I think, well, what possibly could go in the next 3 to 4 months maybe. So as you can see, we're topped out at the 28 mark, and we've never been to recover, but that's the whole entire market, not just Vechain. So as you can see, we hit this level around about the 0.25 area, and this is the area that I put in the horizon here, because this is one time has been resistance, and we put that into support, and obviously we took off. So I'm using this level here as a sort of support region, and as you can see, we did bounce off that support area, and we're sort of ranging between this, so consolidating. But with the sentiment of the market and nobody knows what's going on, people think it's so negative. This is my second line mark. So if we fall down below this, we could potentially come back into these areas. So these for me are perfect buy zones. It might not happen, it might bounce off, and it might start coming back up towards this end. But that's what I'm thinking with the sentiment of the market, and there's a lot of people suggesting another downturn. So we'll just have to see. Obviously, we've got the interest hikes happening next month, I believe. So if they get raised again, then it's not looking good. But long term, it is looking good. So guys, just a quick brief. We could be coming down into these areas, and this is a great buying opportunity. If we do drop into these areas again, I'll be loading right up, because I know the potential of this. So let's get into some good news for a change, yeah? So Amazon. So as you can see, yeah, the V Carbon Management platform aims to help governments. So one thing that I like is partnerships, is having the government on your side. So if you've got the government on your side, you've got the free range to go anywhere globally and utilize this blockchain and obviously bring in partnerships that are going to enhance the blockchain. So this was about the V-Carbon. So Amazon Web Services becomes technology partner to V-Carbon. So this was on the 9th. So it wasn't that long ago. So V-Carbon sort of rebranded. And I'll leave this link in the description to have a look at this video, because it's on for 2 minutes and I want to get through this video as quickly as possible and not bore you. But it's very interesting how this is going to work. In fact, when I was watching it, it just gobsmacked me, because the potential of this just in one avenue is fantastic. So if we can get this going. So obviously the Vthor public blockchain began an exciting new chapter on its mission to deliver blockchain-based carbon management service for countries. So this is for countries, guys, not just for businesses, countries, and ultimately continents. So in the second half of 21, obviously last year, V-Carbon piloted multiple successful use cases for its technology across a variety of industries and application scenarios. So with colossal volumes of data. So guys, if we can get this up and running, it says it requires large-scale storage and analytic solutions. So that's where the Amazon Web Service comes in. And I just want to have a quick, if I've got it on here, this is the Amazon Web Service here, and as you can see, it's the second highest, the first being GoDaddy. But there's the current, it has 5.8% of the market share in web hosting. So as you can look, GoDaddy group's the highest on 6%, and Amazon is 5.8%, and it's beating Google, Endurance Group and stuff like that. So I just want to just quickly here, there are 9 million live websites using AWS as of now. But where I've got it highlighted, this is what gets me excited. And there's the growth from AWS, which is rapid. So guys, look, first let's take a look at the expected growth rate in the public cloud market in general. So if you look at the total cloud revenues will grow from 227 billion in 2019 to over 350 billion. So guys, that does get me excited, the partnership with Vechain. So there's positives coming out of this. And as we're in, just see we are in this bear market, this is a great time to accumulate, because the fundamentals of this project are still there and they're still growing. And as we look a little bit further down the line, you'll see that they're doing all the right things. So this is with the V-Carbon partnerships with them. And the thing that they're going to start doing now is implementing, if we go on the Vechain Insider, I'll go through this thread, okay? So as you can see, it's setting up a technical centre in Dublin where a massive talent pool and other crypto companies are located. This will allow Vechain to attract new talent. So guys, being in Europe is a good place to be, and it is good to get new clients from around the Europe, because people sort of known Vechain as a Chinese crypto when it's not, and people have got that sort of satisfaction thinking that it's a Chinese coin and it's actually not. And as you can see here, we're also opening in Milan. So this is big business operations, and that's for sustainability across the European market. So they want to hire 100 additional in-house developers. So as we go through the thread, it wants to become the #1 sustainable layer 1 blockchain platform. It doesn't say that it's going to be, but if you remember, it's the only 5-star blockchain that we've actually got with Vechain. So it wants to use the Web3 and DO models to support and enable individuals to start living more sustainable. So you've got San Marino as the perfect testing place to launch and test new initiatives. One of the reasons for the Vechain Foundation to move to San Marino. So we want the whole world to be aware that Vechain is different. We aim to transform the value, and obviously into the real world value. PricewaterhouseCoopers, so PwC, I think it's one of the second largest. Obviously it's not just a partner, but it's also an investor. So as you click on here, guys, when I go into PwC, this is annoying. When you type in Vechain, there's no results whatsoever. So if PwC were a proud partnership, they would have Vechain in their sites, at least broadcasting them. And when you go on it, I know this is the UK, but you still want to see Vechain if you want to look at the sustainable economy and for carbon emissions reductions and stuff. Vechain's right in there. So I'd be on the blower, meaning the phone, to PwC and say, hey, get my name out on your website. So we're getting exposed to more people. So that's a bit of a ball ache for PwC. Let's go through the thread even more. It launched a hackathon, so there's lots of developers and stuff building on Vechain. Now, this isn't something set in concrete. It's not saying that there is people making great things, but they are. The volumes lifted up on people actually building. So let's see if any gems get pulled out here. Let's go. Oh yes, the program together with Draper University. That was another one. And this is what I'm interested in. The Vechain 3.0 white paper incoming in a few months. It's highlighting the new strategy of Vechain. Now, I want to go down this route as well because nothing's been concrete. If you look at the marketing department and stuff like that, it's been quite flat. It's not been like flamboyant. But as you look onto the next thread, number 13, Vechain will start doing more marketing in the coming 6 to 8 months to spread more awareness. Now, if we are in this bear market for another 6 to 8 to 12 months, marketing's going to help a lot. And as you can see on, there's a thread where I've actually highlighted it tells you actually how much they spent on marketing, but I can't find that. Yes, I can. So if you look, these are the balance sheets, so the financial reports, so they're very transparent. So you can see what actually been spent and nothing's been sort of sidetracked in their own pocket. Now here we'll go on to the PR and marketing. So this is what they've spent. So in dollars, so 655,000. So they have spent quite a bit of money on marketing. But if you look at the likes of the Luna marketing and the big ones like Crypto.com, they've spent absolute millions. If you look on the sponsorships with the Formula 1, the UFC, Matt Damon, the movie star, he would have probably got paid a couple of million for his marketing, and Crypto.com's across the globe now. So it'd be nice to get this increase in marketing spending from 655,000 maybe up to a couple of million, and just getting the sort of broadcast out there about Vechain, because I'm super bullish on it. It's doing things organically and it's not rushing it with getting movie stars to come in and pump these coins up. So that'll be 6 to 8 months to spread more awareness, which is good. We've got the new wallets for the Vechain community are coming. And Sunny if you look on the stats, it's the best blockchain explorer out there in the whole crypto industry. And Vechain is working closely with the team to make it even better. So everything's going in the right direction. They want to recruit more hardware developers. And if this was what I liked, a very big and reputable partner is joining Vechain and will be announced at a later stage. So basically you were saying that a big partner's coming on board. They're going to help with business development, and they're reputable partners, and apparently it's a very big one, and they're going to be working side by side. They've got lots of expertise. They're going to build up their ecosystem and use different business models. So I'm dying to find out who this is because, well, everybody else. I think a lot of people are seeing Deluet. I hope I spelt that wrong. Said it right even. But if not, we'll just see who it is. And that's looking forward to that as well because we've got big partnerships. If you look on the stats here, the thing with Vechain, it's not just a one avenue where it's its own niche. It's got multiple branches. So if you look telecoms, carbon assets, automobile, and you've got partnerships with BMW, Renault, BYD, which was one of the biggest electrical car manufacturers in China. You've got the tech partners with AWS coming on board now, and all these other guys, the E-Grids, the Future Grid. This is in research. You've got bulk and commodities, transportation, smart city. You've got the FMCG with Walmart China. They're burning. I think they're the top burner of Vthor on Chain, and I'll show you that in a minute. You've got fashion with H&M, which is massive. Obviously, that's China, H&M, but you want this globally, and that's what we're planning to do. That's why they're sort of tapping into European markets by opening branches in Ireland and Milan and stuff. So this could potentially help as well further down the line. And I'll always say this is not a quick blast up to $1 or $1.50. This is sustainable, just gradually chipping away like the tortoise in the hare. Where the hare doing it properly. I know it's frustrating for a lot of people thinking, why is it taking so long? It's so annoying, but they just seem to be doing things right. So if you look at the capital here, you've got the PwC, which is huge, Ocean X, Draper Dragon, DNVGL, which is huge. So the partnerships are massive. And like you see, guys, the fundamentals are still solid. Even when we hit the 28 cents, they've still been growing. Obviously, the NFT space as well on the Vthor, on the apps, the decentralized applications. You've got the logistics with DHL. You've got so much going on. And now we've got the VUSD. And this is a good thing about VUSD. It's actually backed by USD dollars. It's not like Luna and Terra where once one gets like mint, if a UST gets minted, Luna gets burnt and stuff like that. This is just a simple, it's a first stable coin fully backed at a 1-to-1 ratio with the US dollar. So let's just see how this plays out. And as you can see, guys, I'm in the farms. So I'm obviously farming my, these are VEX tokens, and you can find out everything you want about VEX tokens on here on the farm.vexchange.io. I'll leave that in the description. Now at the moment it's 30 cents. This was before all the destruction, it was up at 85 cents, I think. So I'm in this farm here, which is the VEX and VET. I did have a lot more dollars in, but obviously with the price tanking, it's worth less, and the pool size 3.3 million. But there's me VEX to claim. I'm not going to claim them, I'm just going to build them up because I'm very bullish on both. And they've added more. So if Safe Haven and VET, if you don't know about Safe Haven partnership with Vechain, I've got a great video list if you go onto my playlist, and you can find out a lot about Safe Haven, which I'm very bullish on as well. And I've just got a node operating on there with 1 million Safe Haven. So if you want, I'll put the video in the description and you can watch that. That's a good one. And they've got these other stuff, and more will be getting added onto these. But guys, you've just got to be patient. You've got to be patient with their Vechain. And these are the burn offs at the moment, the Vthor burns, and these are these are in live time. So if you go on to safechain.com, you can actually see the Vthor, which is the transaction fees, burning. So if you've got any Vechain in your wallet, you'll be earning free Vthor. And the more that gets burned, guys, the better, because the more valuable it'll be. Now at one point, I think it's Walmart China. If you see Walmart China here, they're the biggest burner of Vthor. So the more that gets burnt, the more scarcity it is. Now, when we were in, I think it was November time, when we were reaching the peak of the bull market, we were burning over 1 million Vthor a day, and it was getting very exciting because obviously more was getting burnt, the value was coming up. And these are the top ones on here. You can see DNV, you got VC, which is it's a sort of the NFT market space, and you've got, there's lots of Vulcans, there's like NFT spaces that are operating this and starting to burn. But we want to see this like millions and millions burning every day, and I think that will be achieved once the partnerships get going and get live. And Walmart China, honestly, they were burning millions, and obviously I'm not too sure why this is down to 48,000, but it's just no one's been using it as much. But I've seen it happen last year. I've seen how good it was, and that's why I do believe going at the next bull run, and the more partnerships we build up, this will take off, and it'll be burning millions and millions a day. So it'll be taking the supply off demand, and that's what we want to see, because it's good to see this ticking away nicely, but everything else is down, guys. And that's why you've got to stay with projects that's going to be around 5, 10, 15 years. Some of the ones that's been burnt will never probably reach the all-time highs again. But I do believe Vechain will get back up there, and I do definitely believe it could hit my price prediction for the next like 5 years. It could definitely hit the $1.20 mark, and that's what my aim is, to hit that $1.20 mark, because once we hit that, the Vthor will be giving you the passive income that you need if you've got enough. And if it does drop below where I said on my chart, if it does come into these buying areas, I'm definitely going to be purchasing another 1 million Vechain, because I've seen it hit the highs, and I've seen how much utility it's got, and it's got more partnerships, and it's getting involved with governments, and this thing can really take off. And this is going to be around 23, 24, 25. So I'm thinking somewhere down here, and I honestly think it'll be blasting up towards the $1.20 mark. So you can timestamp that and see how we're getting on. But guys, that's just a quick overview on Vechain. So if you like the video, guys, could you hit the subscribe button? I'd really appreciate it, so we can get that growing. And as I said in earlier videos, when we hit 500, I will be doing a giveaway like I did the last time when I hit 200. And I'll be getting you guys involved by commenting what cryptocurrency you would like. With this being a Vechain video, you might want Vechain or Vthor or whatever it could be, but we'll ask for your help when we get there, and then we'll just go from there. But guys, like I say, if you could hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, tell your friends about Vechain, that would be fantastic. But other than that, guys, have a safe weekend, and I shall see you all in the next video. Ciao for now.